Hi, Susan from El Sue. In this video series, I'm going to show you Facebook pages and how to use them. The first thing you want to do is set up your page. I'm not going to be showing you page setup, but I will show you some of the elements that you want to make sure you do when you set up your page. So the first thing is, let me just give you an overview of the page. It looks like a mini website. So on your sidebar here, all of these elements come with your Facebook page except for notes. That's an app that I added, and I'll show you. That's in your settings, and you need to add it as an app. So that's the only thing that I added. Notes are great. It's like blogging on Facebook. And the other thing that I want to point out is after you have put in your logo and your cover image should be relevant to what you do. It can be a photo if you just want a photo, or you can create a custom cover image. I do custom cover images in Canva if anybody's interested. And then you have your About page. Make sure that you fill out this section here completely, and everywhere that you see edit the page info or you hover over and you see, do a lot of hovering and just fill in all the information. Just click on the pencil and you'll be able to fill in the information, and the same on your milestones. Once again, notes is just like blogging, and I did a couple of those. I thought it was such a great feature because I was able not to just do a post, because on a post you can't format much. So when you do a note, you need to have the right sized image for it's like a little cover image, and then you're able to have headings like you do in a regular blog post and all of that there, the H2, H1 headings, which are important for SEO as well too. And then people would be able to come in and they could just click on the events and see which events were going on what days, if they had already passed. As you can see, if you go and you look at the events on our page, they started in July. We started posting events because the Spirit of Shrewsbury sponsors a lot of other town events. And then they can look at the photos, videos. I think this is all self-explanatory. You manage your tabs right here. Simple, just drag and drop them the way that you want them to be. And then I'm going to cancel out because I don't need to manage them now. If you do any advertising, this is where you would promote your page. That's how you start it. And we'll get into that. I'll show you how you do that in another video. But right now, this video is just an overview of the page. Settings are important. We'll go over settings, and then in the next video it's going to be notifications. On your settings, make sure when you go into your settings, click on settings, to fill all of this in. Okay? Just make sure you go through each and every one of these. So then that's your general, then there's your messaging, and messages are up here as well too. You can receive them via email, and that would be in your settings as well too. So if we click on messaging, and this is where you'd set it up on your messaging settings. So you just want to make sure you have that all set up. And you can even, I love the response that you can make, so you can add in a response or not. So click through all of these. The only other thing that I think is important to show you here, make sure you click on all of them, are the page roles. So Sabina owns the page. She made me an admin. If you're a business and you have a marketing department, you are going to want to at least have one other person be an admin. In case you're sick or out of town, you want somebody else to be able to do it too. And then the other thing I wanted to show you, in order for me to have put the notes, to do the notes, have the notes feature, I needed to add it as an app. So I went to YouTube, found a video that showed me how to do it. It was easy, it was great. That's all you need to do. It shows you step by step how to do it. And if you can't find that video, email me at susan@lsu and I'll send it to you. One of the posts that they got the most views and shares on was this one here, and it was the program book. So people could go to the program book and see all of the events that were going on and advertisements, and there was some other parking information and things like that. Some of it I did post, but you can't post everything. This reached 2,138 people, and 29 people shared it, and then some comments were made as well. So what I had done is I pinned it. You can pin it to the top. So if you pin it to the top of the page, when people go to your page, if there's something very important you want people to know as soon as they go to your page, pin it to the top. And now I'm going to unpin it because it ended yesterday. The Spirit of Shrewsbury ended yesterday. We'll still be sharing posts when people put our name in there and we know that they've mentioned us. We'll still be sharing them, but I'll unpin from the top now, and you'll see that this was the last post that I shared. This one here, they had posted it on their page, and then the Spirit of Shrewsbury shared it on our page. So that's about it. That's just a quick overview. I hope it wasn't too long. And the next thing we're going to talk about are notifications. Notifications are very important. You'll receive them via email if you want. You'd set that up, and if you don't receive them via email, make sure you go in and check them. They're right here, because if someone mentions you, you want to make sure that you even just like it or thank them and decide if you want to share it on your page as well too. So that's it for now. If you have any questions, please email me, susan@lsu, and I welcome your questions.